Safety Guide video for KOICA Fellows. KOICA provides safety management training to ensure the safety of SEAT Fellows. With me, Pico, let's find out what we need to know for a successful completion of the fellowship program. How should I manage my passport and belongings? A passport is a very important identification document for anyone traveling abroad. You must keep it carefully, not to lose it while staying abroad, especially when using public transportation such as buses or subways. Please be careful not to lose your passport bag or other belongings. Keep important items such as valuables in a safe within the accommodation. You must carry your passport safely with you when going out. It is especially advisable to choose a bag that is wearable and has a closure. Before checking out of your accommodation or moving from place to place, you need to make it a habit to check whether you have left anything behind. How should fellows behave during the fellowship programs? For a smooth training process, you should not take any individual action, but move with the group. In particular, if you need to leave the group for unavoidable reasons during external activities, such as field trips, you must notify the person in charge in advance to avoid any problems in participating in the official schedule. If a problem arises due to a fellow's personal actions without notification, it is difficult for us to respond to immediately. For your safety, please remember to stick to the official schedule and notify the person in charge in case of any exceptions. All fellows are required to participate in the entire formal training schedule. Please adhere to the official schedule and handle personal matters within the free time provided. What should I do about smoking? In Korea, most public places are designated as non-smoking areas, so smoking is only allowed in designated areas. Please remember that buildings, hotels, etc., including the KOICA International Cooperation Center, have separated designated smoking areas, and smoking is only allowed in the smoking areas. Smoking on the streets, near bus stops or subway entrances is also prohibited, so you must use designated areas such as smoking booths. If you smoke in a non-smoking area, you may be subject to a fine, so please be careful. In particular, areas around cultural properties are designated as non-smoking areas according to the Cultural Heritage Protection Act. Please cherish Korea's cultural assets. How should I manage my luggage when entering and leaving the country? When entering or leaving the country, do not load items requested by acquaintances, friends, or fellow travelers into your baggage. Recently, there was a case when a foreigner entering or departing the country was in trouble because prohibited items were detected while transporting goods at the request of an acquaintance. Even if the requested item is a prohibited item, such as drugs, explosives, or gold bars, you, the owner of the baggage, may be punished according to the relevant laws of the Republic of Korea. You also need to manage your luggage carefully because someone could sneak prohibited items into your luggage without your knowledge. Additionally, please check carefully when packing to make sure there are no prohibited items in your baggage according to airline regulations. Please remember to follow departure procedures. Fellows must board their outbound flight as scheduled. For smooth check-in and immigration process at Incheon Airport, it is essential for you to be punctual. All fellows must arrive on time, and remember that one person's tardiness can disrupt the departure schedule of all fellows. Fellows participating in a multi-country program must check properly with their respective return information, such as the departure time of the return flight, terminal used, and departure gate, and adhere to the departure time of the airport transportation announced at the time of departure. What should I do to ensure my safety and continued cooperation? You must leave the country in accordance with the flight and departure schedule provided by KOICA. If it is necessary to adjust the stay in Korea schedule for unavoidable reasons, you must immediately notify the affiliated institution, obtain written approval, and report it to KOICA in advance. All fellows must adhere to the flight schedule provided by KOICA and must not arbitrarily change their flight tickets according to their personal schedule. Please remember and follow these points to ensure smooth training and prevent accidents. If you refuse to return to your home country after completing your program, it may be considered unauthorized leaving and may result in various disadvantages. If a case of unauthorized departure occurs, future participation in fellowship program by the affiliated ministry or country will be disadvantaged or negatively affected. What is sexual harassment? This time, we will learn about sexual harassment issues that can occur during fellowship program where several people gather together. Sexual harassment refers to a group of acts in which a powerful person uses his or her power to cause sexual discomfort or disgust in others. So, shall we look at the problems through examples of sexual harassment that actually occurred during fellowship program? When posing for a photo, you may carelessly get close to or touch the other person's body without asking for their consent. If the other person feels uncomfortable or disgusted by this, it is considered sexual harassment, and in some cases, it may be a crime of sexual violence. In particular, you must be careful because secretly filming others can be a serious crime. What about a hug or putting an arm around to say hello or thank you? Even if this is not your intention, this too may constitute physical sexual harassment. Each people and culture have different ways of greeting or expressing gratitude, so you shouldn't impose your standards and intentions. Your feelings are not necessarily communicated only through physical contact. The following is a case of verbal sexual harassment. Continuing to court someone even though the other person refuses or does not agree, or making slang or jokes that imply sexual activity, etc., can all be considered verbal sexual harassment. The last is a case of visual sexual harassment. This is an incident where one fellow sent sexual images he had received to another fellow. Sending sexual images or videos to others, even if they do not wish to do so, may also constitute sexual harassment. Additionally, engaging in sexual behavior in a public place or walking around dressed inappropriately is also considered visual sexual harassment, which may be a crime under relevant laws. If you're worried that you might make a mistake without realizing it, try this. If you can't do the same in front of the person you respect and love the most, then there is definitely a problem with those actions and words. If you first think about how your words and actions affect others before acting, everyone will have an enjoyable time. So, how was the safety training session with Pico? We hope that through this training, your time in Korea will become more meaningful and valuable. KOICA supports you. KOICA